Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I have three teams for you for the World Event and the Faction Assault. They're actually like three unique teams, kind of fun. Well, two of them are at least. And the two that are fun are like the no teams. So hey, trying to give you some variety here, some fun. But yeah. First things first, shout out to Joshua Winiger. Everybody needs to pray for Joshua. Joshua is now a center and one with the choir, so please pray for Joshua. Hit the join button, the link in the description. Appreciate it so much. Thank you, Joshua. Shout out to you. We need one more for the sexy 60. We got the filthy 59 right now. Join button, link in the description. Appreciate it so much. Yeah, but here we are with the faction assault. I'm trying to use a unique fun team. So showing you that all the guardians can be used, especially in the faction where if it uses a lot of that color, like this faction for example uses a lot of green. Um, so the green guardian's going to do double damage to green enemies, and this faction has a lot of green troops. Like 3 out of the 4 are going to have green on the team, so you'll deal double damage. So finesse, triple finesse Nimbus Bow, triple ferocity Rage Reaver, triple cunning Stone Slicer. Well, here we are with triple persistence Lupine's Edge. So the only problem with this one is there's no Wargear class. So you're not going to get as much boost off that Lupine's Edge because there's no class to make yourself a Wargear to give you that fourth Wargear so you can boost a little. So you're not going to get as many extra turns and everything, but it kind of makes up for it with the Devours. The persistence will devour every once in a while, and it will devour so you'll kill 2 and it'll devour a third. So one of the only guardian troops that can kill 3 instead of 2, you know what I mean? So every once in a while you'll get that devour, and if it happens with your first troop, even better. It's pretty fun to use just because of the devour mechanic there. But otherwise, it's a little bit clunky. That's why it's probably like the 4th best Guardian. Not one I usually recommend, but it's really fun to use. Double damage to green with spell damage, and double damage to green with skulls. Just so much fun. And then Lupine's Edge does like green and red based on Wargear allies. We have 3 Wargear allies. It still does a decent amount on the board to get your persistence up, but you might not be able to like loop it into a bunch of extra turns and get those extra stats off the 3rd trait. If you don't like this team, let's say you don't have Lupine's Edge or something, just go with a Rowan. I didn't want to do a same old boring Rowan Shield of Urskaya Leprechaun team with Thrall or something. But that or like a Ketris. I could have showed a Ketris team. What else? Gob Truffle. You could go with Mountain Crusher, Gob Truffle like Leprechaun. It's a little clunky once again, but it gets the job done. So yeah. Other things to say, don't throw your event keys. For some reason, it's bugged. In a normal week, if there's a new mythic in the drop table, right? It even says it. If you go to the new mythic screen, it'll say exclusive to Glory, Gem, VIP, and Guild keys for, the next week or whatever. It doesn't say anything about event keys. So we just happened to have an Event Kingdom week where it was Arc Proxy Yavendra's Kingdom. So there's a bug right now where if you throw event keys, you're going to get only Arc Proxy Yavendra. So don't go for Arachnean Weaver. I wish I could have told you this yesterday, but how am I supposed to know they're going to, screw up and have a bug in the game? That's not supposed to be how it works. So you're supposed to be able to throw event keys to get Arachnean Weaver right now and not Yavendra, but instead you're getting Yavendra and no Arachnean Weaver. So wait until like Saturday or Sunday to throw your event keys if you're going for Arachnean Weaver. But here we go with our first team. I decided to use Yao Gui, and I went all in on Yao Gui. So yesterday I was using Arachnean Weaver, so if you want to see that, check out yesterday's video. I think that will work fine too. But I wanted to try using Yao Gui, so I went Tulieo, Yao Gui, Koboltine Wand, and King Averlorn. So King Averlorn starting all of our elves with 50% mana. Tulieo, you cast it on green. It gets all your green. It gives all your green troops like 6 mana and enchants them. And then our Koboltine Wand is blowing up I forget what color it blows up, but it blows up like a bunch of green or something. And then it buffs all your Shintang allies, which Yao Gui and Tulieo are both Shintang allies. So I think I made my class, I think I made it, I think Archer for like Green Storm and 50% start and all that stuff. But you could make yourself a monk. You could make yourself an elf or whatever. But it is what it is. I went with Archer. Archer has 50% start. I think it's elf anyway. But yeah, it was working really good. Like you'll get up either Tulieo or Koboltine Wand. You'll cast it on green. You'll get up Yao Gui. You cast Yao Gui. Sometimes he'll get an extra turn and get himself right back up, and you cast him again. Or sometimes you'll have to cast your Koboltine Wand, get him up again, or your Tulieo. You got so much mana generation on this team that you'll be fine, I'm pretty sure. And doesn't King Averlorn have a summon? Doesn't he have a summon or something? Plus Koboltine Wand has a summon. I think that's what I'm thinking. So let's say you somehow later on in this event you lose your Tulieo since she's in first slot and she gets scalded to dust by the enemy when they have tons of stats. Well, you got your Koboltine Wand there to summon in a Shintang troop before they start hitting on your Yao Gui. So it gives you a little bit of more time in those harder battles to get your Yao Gui off another couple times or whatever to get the win. That summon with the Koboltine Wand, you might want to, if you see your Tulieo starting to get really low on health, you might want to hold your Koboltine Wand until she dies and then cast it so you can summon something in there to take some hits for Yao Gui while you finish them off with Yao Gui. But yeah, I think this works really well. 50% start for Yao Gui and Tulieo, Koboltine Wand, Shintang allies with a summon, and yeah, cast Tulieo on green, and it works good. But how's the scoring going for this? The scoring for this event, you wanna pick Aranzi. You wanna pick Aranzi whenever you see it. Aranzi the Guardian. It's worth 10 spiders, but it goes up like 10% every time you kill Aranzi, so it ends up being worth more. So kill Aranzi whenever you see it, and then after that, it's Arachnian Weaver's worth 12 spiders. Matron Valine is worth 10. Web Spinner 8. Tomb Spider 6, Spinneret 5. So totally avoid Spinneret if possible, and always pick Aranzi the Guardian. Then after that, it's Weaver, Valine, Web Spinner, Tomb Spider, and that's it. So just pick Aranzi whenever you see it, even if there's a Arachnian Weaver there, still pick Aranzi, and avoid Spinneret. It's kind of weird, but we knew that was going to happen. Here's a no team for you. We got what is that? Deep Huntsman, Tulieo, Face Stick, and Tyree. All green teams, so you can cast Tulieo on green and get everybody up. Face Stick does splash damage and explodes a color of that enemy's color. But was working really well. I was using it deep, as deep as I could on Tuesday anyway. I mean, it's Tuesday right now, so I can't tell you if this is going to work like on Sunday, but I did put some fail safes in the team just in case for later, right? First of all, Deep Huntsman gets a 100% chance to summon a Tomb Spider when it dies. So we got him in first slot there. If you get to a deeper, harder battle, and your Deep Huntsman dies, you automatically get a Tomb Spider right there. And Tomb Spider's a pretty good first slot. It does like double damage to webbed enemies, and it will web enemies with its spell. And it's a pretty tough spider, so that gives you a little bit of leeway to cast your Face Stick a couple more times and get the battle done, just like our previous team. But yeah, cast Tulieo on green, Deep Huntsman, cast that whenever you got it. Well, the order of operation for this team, if you have Face Stick up, definitely cast it. If you have Deep Huntsman, Tulieo, and Tyree up, I was casting Deep Huntsman, then Tyree, then Tulieo, because you want to cast Tulieo when you have the most troops down, like they're not up. So whenever you get the most value. So, but anyway, Face Stick does splash damage. Cast it on 2, then you cast it on 3, and you get the win pretty much. And it explodes, so you get a bunch of mana. It does use the same mana as Deep Huntsman, but I wasn't really having any trouble with that because Tulieo, you can just cast Tulieo on green. Plus Deep Huntsman explodes a bunch of stuff. I think it even has like skull mitigation and everything. So it was working really well, and I was as deep as I could get today without buying too far into the shop. I bought like tier 3 or 4, and you're seeing me here on my last sigils with this team. So was still working really well. And the fail safes that I forgot to mention, I'm using Thief class. So if you got Thief on 100, which I hope you do because that's, Skeleton Key class, the gold farming team class, you should probably have that on 100. Should probably be one of your top 3 classes to get to 100 first. It has a bunch of summons on it, so make sure you pick all the summons when you do the Thief class. When you're picking the talents, there's like Hero Nath and Sister of Shadows and like Bandit or something. There's like 3 or 4 different summons. Plus, the Deep Huntsman has the Tomb Spider. I wanted to put this in there. See right there, I lost my Deep Huntsman, but I gained a Tomb Spider. It webs and places a Hunter's Mark on the first enemy and does damage to them. If there are 13 or more purple gem, it'll death mark an enemy. And it does double damage to webbed enemies. So, right, and look how beefy it is. It's not any slouch there. It's got 20% extra this week too. So, I think for a no team, pretty well. If you don't have Face Stick though, just go ahead and use War and Peace. I think War and Peace would be the other no weapon that you could use. War and Peace, Face Stick, Essence of Evil, Doomed Glaive, stuff like that are probably going to be your choices this week. But anyway, please like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel, comment below, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate you. You're the best. Love ya.